I saw a lot of dreams die. Saw young
Wow.
kids very, very stressed out, not being able to go to school, no RRSP. It's there for, but they don't have the resources for school. And that got me to thinking, gosh, there must be a better way. I can't believe so many of us are in debt and our finances are so messed up. They just don't want to address the issue. They think money is something that just will fall into place. You can easily start with looking at your credit card statements and your checking account. Just being aware, if you have your bills unopened on the counter, maybe you can start opening it. Have a money date. It doesn't have to be with a spouse.
Nice. Yeah.
It's with yourself. In fact, even if you have a spouse, you need to have a money date with yourself. And this shouldn't be, well, I have time on Friday, so I'll have a money date. That's not what I suggest. I have my signature system, 7 pillars of money management, and it's 6 months long. That I need 6 months to help you fix this. It can't be done in a shorter time. All right. And for that 6 months, we meet 12 times every other week.
12 times. Yeah. Okay.
And I offer it one-on-one, and that is $600 a month. I have a group program that I call the Prosperity Circle. And it's also 6 months, like I said, we meet 12 times, and it's $300 a month. If you're married or living, cohabitating, you don't have to have a joint account where all the money goes into one pot. I think women in particular feel that if they want to maintain that autonomy over their money, that's it somehow makes it look like they're not in love, or they don't love as much, or they don't trust. Let's do with that. You know what I say? My love and money don't mix. You can have your money going into one bank, one account, your spouse going into another, and then you have a joint account just for household expenses. One is how we were brought up, and then 2, it's the way things affect us. We are different, right? There are certain things that would trigger us. Trauma would affect us differently than the way it would affect men. You may not know this, but we live in a society, us women, where we're constantly bombarded with, we are not good enough. We are not good enough. And that not good enough, it is inside of us because we're hearing it since we're like toddler age. We're not good enough. So then we grow up to be young adults, and we're feeling we're not good enough. So we're not doing what we need to do with regards to money, but they're not good enough, have a spending thing on extra money on things like makeup and clothing. And you see a lot of women with shopping issues. Well, where did that start? Yeah, you might have a pension, but is anybody else entitled to some of that pension? You need to know. Is this person paying child support? Paying spousal? So all these things you need to find out. Do you want kids? All these things. So I'll have it. It's 14 questions or 14 things to talk about. There's so much. People need to know. Couples need to sit down and learn how to get comfortable asking the uncomfortable questions. What is happening, what I saw happen is financial literacy became a class of how to invest and cryptocurrency and that type of thing. And that is not really financial literacy. It is, but it's not the very basic of it, right? So if you want to teach financial literacy in school, start with budgeting. And and it's not just, again, I keep saying this, budgeting, a budget is not just numbers on an Excel spreadsheet, right? It is so much more. Part of my 7 pillars of money management is aligning your budget, aligning that with your values and your goals. So one of the exercises we figure out what your top core values are. And we ensure that that is in your budget. I look at the core values as salt, and just like how you would sprinkle salt on anything you want to eat, including sweet stuff, that's how I look at it. It should be sprinkled and represented in your finances, but also everywhere in your life. If I'm teaching financial literacy in school, I would want to talk about delayed gratification in terms of how you do that and how you save for stuff. And like I said, it's saving, it's spending, and it's sharing as well, because too many times we feel money is just to either hold on to it or to spend it on things we want. There's an element of community, of helping others, and that's why I have the sharing piggy bank, and that's what it's for. Having a budget and not sticking to it is the same as not having a budget. Let me just see it. Let's say you bring in $5,000 and you spend on housing, transportation, lifestyle, debt repayment, $5,000. One can argue I have a balanced budget. But if there's no savings in there, you don't have a balanced budget. What I recommend, generally speaking, housing, I say about 35% of your net income. Transportation, about 15%. What else? Debt repayment, about 15%. And what else is there? Debt, transportation, housing, lifestyle, I say about 25%, and savings about 10%. With a caveat, you have debt repayment 15% and savings 10%. The goal should be get debt repayment down to 0, and then you transfer some of that 15% to savings and whatever other category that you need to have more of. I just want to say, you know, if you're struggling with your money, cut yourself some slack. I keep saying that. Just, we have a way, we blame ourselves. We're idiots. I'm so stupid. Why did I do this? I'm too stupid. I don't understand. I'm not good at money management. And we just bring on the blame, right? I'm like, let it go. Let it go for now, and try and see if you can look outside of that.